of today's Rundown with Ramon show, and I'm glad you're here today. Thanks for taking the time to be here and choosing to make a difference in your life, where we sprinkle in a bit of news and insights and strategies and taking some of the headlines of the day today and how it can impact our business. So welcome, welcome, welcome. You're in for a treat today because this is the all new Rundown with Ramon show. It's an all new show because it's a brand new day. So got a few things I want to share with you today. We'll see how the show goes. But listen, you make up the show when you show up, when you attend, when you come, when you listen, when you lean in. This makes the show what it is. So I hope you're well and hope you're blessed. I'm doing great. Just had a workout. I go back and forth between, do I do a workout towards the end of the day? Do I do a workout in the morning? I think the best time is in the morning, but sometimes I'm in a rush doing the train as business ebbs and flows. It is what it is. So I do my best. But glad you're here today. And this episode brought to you by our friends at Bitdefender, reminding you to have your business be secure. Malware is a real thing. Phishing is a real thing. Hacks and attacks and cyber attacks, all these things are real things. The question is not, is somebody trying to hack and attack your business? But the question is, how defensible are you? And is your business to the point that at least you're making it more difficult for hackers to get to you so they want to move on to somebody else? So welcome to a brand new day. This is the Rundown with Ramon show. Our flagship topic of the day, I'm going to talk about checking on those who are strong, checking on your strong friends. I was clued into this topic today from my friends on Breakfast with Champions. My friend T.M. Hyman, Glenn Lundy, and others touched on this today. I think it was T.M. Hyman, in fact, who started the conversation. And I'm going to lean in on that a bit more today and touch on that. Before I do that, I do want to get to some of the headlines of the day today and what it means for our business. Alexandria Nicole, thank you for being such a force of good. Just heard Christina Howard talking about you. You were able to connect her with somebody. Alexandria, just love how not only do you elevate people, elevate your growth, but how you're a master connector as well. So let's dive into some of the headlines of the day today, what we can learn from them, and then we'll get back to our main topic of the day today, and that's checking on those who are strong, checking on those who are life, who seem like they have it all together and lead you. Are you checking in on them? Ding, 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 ding. First up, Netflix co-founder exited and their shares plummeted. Now, this is not a bad deal. Their shares could go back up. Netflix is going to be fine. They're a very mature, staid company with millions and millions of customers who pay them every single month. But the headline says, despite strong first quarter results, Netflix shares dropped nearly 10% pre-market on Friday following co-founder and chairman Reed Hastings' announcement that he was exiting the streaming giant. Hastings served as CEO for 25 years. It's a long time, until 2023, and he plans to step down in June to focus on philanthropy and other pursuits. Meanwhile, the streaming giant's earnings Thursday exceeded analyst expectations, bolstered by a termination fee tied to its collapsed takeover of Warner Brothers Discovery. So what does this mean? The shares went down because the founder left, but then the shares, what does it say? The earnings exceeded analyst expectations still. So it's not that bad. So here's a few lessons learned from there. One, you got to watch the headlines. Headlines can be deceptive, and the headlines are there to suck you in and pull you in. Number two, do you have leaders? Do you have a founder, others on your team that can help pull some of the slack when you're gone, when you're down? And number three, what are you doing for the longevity of your business? What are you doing for the longevity of your company? What are you doing for the longevity of your brand? Do you have a plan for when you retire? Do you have a plan for maybe when you want to exit? Do you have a plan for when you want to take a vacation for a month or two? Is there a plan for that? If there's not a plan for that, you need to start thinking about it. I don't have all that perfectly. Thankfully, I have an operations manager that I can lean on who can do a lot of things, but I'm sure there's better ways to do it. Welcome to a brand new day, everybody. This is the Rundown with Ramon show, bringing you the headlines of the day today and bringing you insights and tips to help you live your best life or start or grow your business. Ding, 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 ding. UPS is investing $100 million in RFID, radio frequency identification technology, for package tracking. Yes, this is good for us because that means we can track our UPS packages better. But there's a lesson learned here, and I think that lesson is twofold. One, are we constantly innovating, constantly seeing what we can do better and better in business, constantly seeing how we can better serve our customers, constantly seeing how we can have a better experience for our customers? And sometimes it takes investing. Oftentimes it takes investing in things that happen before you see the results, before you see what really happens. Oftentimes it takes doing the pre-work, doing the post-work, doing the pre-work before you see the post results. So UPS, yes, is a big multi-billion dollar brand. But what are the small things that Alexandria can invest in? What are the small things that Ramon can invest in? What are the small things that any of us here can invest in to make it better in what we're doing? Because if we're not investing in our business, if we're not investing in what we're doing, then this means we're probably going backwards, and this means we're opening ourselves up for a competitive displacement, and that is no good. Hey, Asa Brown, Asa Down, Don Brown. Glad you're here today. Thanks for being with us, watching through Facebook. I appreciate that. How are you innovating? How are you changing? How are you thinking of your business and preparing it for the future? Ding, 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 ding. Interesting news from Adobe. AI is not just a fad. AI is transforming all enterprises, all companies. And my bet, Adobe's a great company. They're the ones who led the way in all the creative software that many of us use. PDF, they led in that. Video editing, they led in that. Creative editing, Photoshop, they led in that. AI is now here, and here's the thing. I don't have the stats in front of me, but I'm betting that AI has taken a lot of the lunch from Adobe. And what is Adobe doing to innovate? What are they doing to take back the market share and brand share? You don't hear Adobe's name too much now. Still, it has a big market share of a legacy software. But man, they're in a tough bind. Canva, of course, came along and took their lunch. But then you have AI, which is taking now Canva's lunch. This shows you that you can't just sit still and think that things are going to happen the way they're always happening. Adobe's new AI assistant aims to help users perform various tasks across the company's software suite via natural language prompts. That's cool and good, but we have that already with all the AI tools. Users of Anthropic's Claude AI model will also gain access to the new capabilities. Adobe said in a deal whose financial details were not disclosed last month. Adobe announced that its current CEO would step down after 18 years. By the way, kudos to Shantanu Narayan. Leading a company for 18 years is a feat amid investor concern over the Photoshop maker's vision for artificial intelligence. Why is this so important? AI is transforming every aspect of business, especially software companies. Canva's eating the lunch of Adobe, and AI is eating the lunch of Adobe and Canva. And if you're not innovating, it's going to be hard to move forward. So this is the question of the day for you. This is the question of the day for me. This is the question for Doris, for Dr. Asa, for Alexandria. We have to constantly be innovating. I don't mean innovating for the sake of innovating. I mean innovating because the market demands it. Everybody, my name is Ramon Ray. This is The Rundown with Ramon. Glad you're here today. Wanted to touch on something, our flagship topic of the day today. Got this from my friend T.M. Hyman. Want to give him credit for that. Where he mentioned today, strong people need support too. Strong people need to be checked in on too. People who lead, the pastor, the bishop, that person in your life who's always checking in on you, that person you're always calling to get their input. When's the last time you checked in on them? When's the last time you asked them how they're doing? When's the last time you asked them if they're okay? And they may not open up everything to you. That's not appropriate per se, but when's the last time you said, are you good? Are you okay? How can I add value to you? When's the last time you checked in on them? We all need somebody to check in, and I'm moved by the story of the former lieutenant governor, I think it was Maryland, ended the life of their wife. What a tragedy. And this is not the first or last time this will happen, but it shows you that the mental yuckiness, we all have this. We all go through this. We all need help. Now, you can't share everything with everybody. You can't call everybody and ask them to pour their heart out to you. That's not going to happen. But I want to challenge us all that we can do better. I want to challenge us all we can all do more to make a difference in the world, to at least give a smile to somebody, give a compliment to someone, DM someone and say, I want you to know I'm thinking about you. I want you to know I'm praying about you. There's something we can do. Everybody, my name is Ramon Ray. This is The Rundown with Ramon Show. Some segments are a little longer than others. Some segments are shorter than others. Denny, glad you're here. Glad you're doing right. Innovation is required, and Alexandra says this here. I was thinking about this tragic situation yesterday, mostly because we're strong and always there for others, that we're good. And we say we don't need anything, but we all need help. And so my encouragement for us all today is let's check in on each other. My encouragement for us all today is asking us, what can we do in micro ways to make the world a better place? What can we do to help others move forward together? Anthony St. Jean, glad you're here. Iron sharpens iron. You're exactly right. Other leaders need other leaders to pour into, to lean in on. This is so important. We all need each other. Everybody, my name is Ramon Ray. This is The Rundown with Ramon. Any way I can help you in your business, I encourage you, check us out at a few resources we have. One, as I said, this show is brought to you by our friends at Bitdefender, bitdefender.com. Check them out, bitdefender.com, making sure your small business is safe and secure. Those who are saying, hey, Ramon, I'd love to work with you. Ramon, can you help me in my business? Yes, I can. Join me in Ramon Office Hours at ramonofficehours.com, our mentorship and coaching program. And if you want to get together with amazing entrepreneurs, if you want to get together with amazing business owners to take your business to the next level, I invite you to join me. I'm editing this link right now, in fact, so I can get the right link for you. I invite you to join me at Genius Talks Mastermind, what we've been running successfully 3 times now, sold out. GeniusTalksMastermind.com. Check that out. In-person networking event for high-level entrepreneurs. Everybody, my name is Ramon Ray. Good question here from Alexandria. Didn't read it yet, but I'm sure it was a good question. Bring this here up. Alexandria asked the question of the day. And again, Alexandria's with the amazing community EYG Events at EYGEvents.com. Alexandria asked, what's more valuable today, expertise or perspective? I love this question. And here's one of the things, I don't think there's a right answer. I don't think there's a right answer. I think both are needed depending on the situation you're in. Because I must say, I value the expertise I have in how to run a show, the expertise I have, let's say, in marketing, expertise I have in sales. So expertise is important, but I tell you one thing. Thanks to AI, thanks to the school of YouTube, somebody who doesn't know anything with the simple prompts and with some time can get a pretty good hands-on on the right direction to go and know where they should go and what they should do. May not be perfect at it, but they can get farther ahead than they could, especially 20 years ago, 10 years ago. But without perspective, without context, without some street knowledge, without the soulfulness of that perspective, I don't know what's defensible. So I want both. But today, especially with AI, we all have AI in our pocket. We can all be pretty darn smart and become experts pretty quickly. Now, the experience you can only get doing it over and over and over. Time is important. But I encourage you, don't just be one who's knowledgeable. Don't just be one who's smart. Be one who is contextually sensitive to the world around you, which in my humble opinion is all about perspective. Everybody, my name is Ramon Ray. Denny Rust is saying Office Hours is an amazing program. Denny, thank you for that. I appreciate that. And I encourage y'all to join me. If I can help you in your business, take it to the next level, check us out at RamonOfficeHours.com. Sometimes we have a longer show. Sometimes we have a shorter show. But these little nuggets of information are there for me to help you take your business, your life to the next level. Be blessed and have an absolutely amazing day. And thanks for being here on today's Rundown with Ramon Show. See you next time.